There was once a young woman named Mara who lived in a small village surrounded by wide fields and distant mountains. Her village depended completely on farming, and for many years, the land had been blessed with rain and harvest. But one year, the clouds disappeared. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, and still the sky remained empty. The soil cracked, crops withered, and the river slowly shrank into a dry path of stones. Fear filled the village. People murmured, blamed each other, and even began storing away whatever little they had left. Mara also felt fear, but she remembered something her grandmother had once said. Faith is not believing that God can. It is believing that God will. With those words whispering in her heart, she decided to do something unusual. Every morning, while others complained, Mara went to the fields carrying a watering pot, even though everyone knew there was no water left. She filled it with whatever tiny amount she could find, sometimes only a cup, and poured it out over one small corner of the field. The villagers laughed at her. "Why bother? It's finished," they said. "It's foolish to hope when everything is dying." But Mara answered gently, "I cannot control the rain, but I can show God that I still believe He gives it." One morning, after many weeks of mockery and dryness, Mara woke up before dawn. As she stepped outside, she felt something cool on her face. A drop, then another. Then the sky opened and rain began to pour over the village. People ran outside cheering, raising their hands to heaven. The land drank deeply and the crops sprang back to life. When the villagers asked Mara why she never gave up, she simply said, "Faith is not waiting for God to act. It is trusting Him even before you see the answer." Lesson: faith does not mean everything will go our way. Faith means we trust God's timing, God's goodness, and God's power, even when the situation looks impossible. True faith is shown not by our feelings, but by our decisions, especially when nothing seems to be changing yet. Bible verse: "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Hebrews 11